Animation has come a long way over the past decades. It seemed like just the other day hand-drawn animation had sadly and finally fallen. See, just look at this, so obsolete. I want my 3D animated movies like a big boy. And so it came. It seems as if we only really see 3D animation from big studios these days, with some exceptions of course. Oh my gosh, this movie is so good. But with great numbers seems to come repetition. And even with the biggest studios stepping away from their usual style, it still usually feels pretty similar to other very popular styles. Don't get me wrong, I love movies like Luca, and it's definitely different in terms of style for Disney. Not really for the animation industry. The mainstream style is of course still great though, as animation studios are basically all at the same level in visual quality. Well, almost. Yeah, who wants to see more bargain bin animated movies? Not me. As far as the big name studios, it's almost as if they've gotten into a competition over who can make the most photorealistic looking animation. Like, remember Pixar's Piper? Oh my gosh, I forgot how adorable this short was. But I mean, look at how lifelike the animation is. I thought this was real when I first watched it. But with all of the crazy realistic animation, it's kinda easy to forget what animation was meant to be in the first place. Kinda the opposite. Animation as a medium was supposed to be the farthest from realism. It was a fun way to have the characters be exaggerated and do all types of awesome things you couldn't do in live action. It's the main advantage because it's not grounded by physics. That does not mean you always have to completely ignore them. Oh my gosh, the Madagascar movies are so bad for this. Regardless, animation is finally finding its footing in wild styles and new creativity again. The latest and most prevalent being the 2D 3D animation hybrid, with Paperman often being thought of as the beginning of this awesome style. I love this short, it looks so cool and clean and smooth, and still a better love story than Titanic, fight me. Ha, why do I kinda wish this was the actual storyline? But though this hybrid style disappeared for a couple of years, one brave and epic movie would not only bring it back, but perfect it. Oh yeah, I'm talking about the one, the only, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The amount of times I've watched this movie is probably unhealthy, and let it be known to the world that I absolutely love this movie. I am absolutely in love with the art style, and for 2018 it was so refreshing and beautiful and new. Dare I even say every frame of this movie is perfect. I love Miles Morales as a character who is extremely likable, yet relatably inexperienced. I love the relationships and bonds formed in this movie, and the music was beyond dope. But even if the film didn't have these aspects to love, it would still all be worth appreciating just for the impact it had on the animation industry. Also, the Peanuts movies deserve some credit too. Now, unexpectedly, studios like DreamWorks are really upping their game by creating more stylized animated movies, the Bad Guys being their first dive into the hybrid animation. I also really love this movie. The character chemistry was off the charts, and it's nice to see an animated movie that isn't overly detailed. We're even seeing this new style in the latest Puss in Boots movie, but with more of an emphasis on frame rate change as used in Spider-Verse to really emphasize the different movements of the character. And my gosh, this is total eye candy. Just look at those colors. Ugh. But I think it's safe to say we'll be seeing more of this style, not only because of how well received it is from audiences, but also how versatile it is. It's like getting the best from both worlds in the 2D and 3D aesthetic. They can literally make it as crazy and exaggerated as they want. Hopefully not too crazy though. And if and when this style becomes mainstream, because it's seeming more and more like it will, we'll always have the traditional animated CGI movies as a palate cleanser. Yeah, it'll basically be in reverse. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of this 2D 3D hybrid in the future. Most likely from DreamWorks and Sony. I don't know about Disney though. You're so flower. I know I never do too much. Thank you everyone who's been with my channel since the beginning. I know a lot of things have changed, but you have no idea how much I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I guess that's basically it. Bye.